up, Crypto Warriors? It's Social Crypto back at it again. It is Wednesday, the 24th of March, 2021. Bitcoin is having a little bit of a recovery, and I'll get into why I think that is happening. And during in the top 10, we are seeing a mixture of green and red throughout the top 10. And yeah, wherever Bitcoin goes, everything else tends to follow. So we will see what takes place during the rest of the day and leading into tomorrow. All right. But yeah, in the top 10, like I stated, it is a mixture of green and red, and throughout the whole market as a whole. Let's get into it. Big news. Big news, and I hope people really understand what is really happening right now in the Bitcoin space here in crypto world. Elon Musk tweets, this is at 3:02. Does this guy sleep? 3:02 a.m. You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. And then he goes on to states, Tesla is using only internal and open source software and operates Bitcoin nodes directly. Bitcoin paid to Tesla will be retained as Bitcoin, not converted to fiat currency. Please, this is the most important part of this whole thing that's happening right here. The fact that they are not going to convert their Bitcoin into fiat currency. They are keeping it. They are holding on to it. And furthermore, they have their own Bitcoin nodes and they're running their own Bitcoin software, meaning that they could truly validate all the transactions themselves. They are truly a part of the network. All right. My next goal is to have my own Bitcoin node up and running this year, definitely. All right. And that was something I was going to do anyway, but this has pushed me even more now to run my own Bitcoin node, because now when you run your own node, you could actually kind of have private Bitcoin transactions, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look more into that. Okay. So, and you're protecting yourself anyway, and network. And you're validating each transaction, and you could have more than one Bitcoin addresses when you have your own Bitcoin node. So again, big news, and this is where we're seeing a little recovery right now in the Bitcoin crypto space, because of the fact that Tesla will be accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, and they are keeping it. They are not going to convert it to dirty fiat. Next. Bitcoin tackles 56K as Tesla Elon candle hits days before record options expiry. All right, so someone tweeted out that Elon is astutely aware of the impact of the option expiry. Zhu Su claims as Tesla sparks an unlikely uptick after a week of losses. So I'm not going to get all into this, but I'm going to get right down to the nitty-gritty right here. No coincidence. Others, meanwhile, pointed out that this Friday's upcoming option expiry event, the largest ever, okay, at $6 billion, the expiry event dwarfs the previous record from January, after which Bitcoin increased by 80% in weeks. Tesla CEO and Techno King, because that's his new name and new title over there at Tesla, Elon Musk, 3 Arrows Capital CEO Zhu Su argued had perfect timing in announcing an acceptance just days beforehand. So this futures expiry for Bitcoin is coming up on Friday, and people in the finance space are stating that Elon Musk absolutely knows about these futures expiry, and that he's pumping it right before the futures expires on Friday. So I'm not sure if it's a lot of shorts in the futures, all right, that's coming up on Friday, or if it's a lot of longs. But either way, if you're short, I don't know who's really shorting Bitcoin in this bull market, all right, but if there are a lot of shorts that's set to expire on Friday, they're about to get liquidated. And they're saying that basically Elon is aware of this. He's aware of all these financial wizardry that's happening, not only for his company Tesla, but for Bitcoin as well. All right, Elon is astutely aware of Bitcoin options expiry dynamics. So option expiries tend to exert downward pressure on the Bitcoin price, and a surprise uptick will potentially liquidate a large number of bears. Musk is a well-known fan of such moves, championing the actions of Reddit users during the GameStop debacle earlier this year. So he's definitely aware of what's happening, because we know that there are a lot of Tesla bears out there. You know, they even have their own like a community, Tesla Q, and they've been shorting the hell out of Tesla since it went public back in what, 2011, 2012 or so. So he's very aware of these Tesla bears, right? So he should be, being a proponent of Bitcoin, very aware of Bitcoin bears as well. And this is why they're saying that this is perfect timing for this announcement of Tesla accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment. And not only that, they're keeping the Bitcoin. Next, more FUD. Bank of International Settlements head says cryptos require more regulation. And let's see why he says that, right? Stating that virtual currencies are a tool for circumventing financial laws. Carsten's comments, a common refrain among crypto critics, come despite the preponderance of established facts indicating that crypto criminality occupies a minute portion of global cryptocurrency commerce. The narrative that they keep spitting, the narrative that they keep putting out there, these titans, so to speak, in the financial world, these dinosaurs, okay? The narrative that they keep spitting is that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are used in financial or in criminal activities, when it's been proven that $2 trillion worth of criminal activities takes place throughout the world, and that's the ones that they find, right? $2 trillion takes place throughout the world, and 0.04% of that has to do with cryptocurrencies, and a smaller number have to do with Bitcoin. Okay, and the fact that that $2 trillion, it gets routed through, guess what? The traditional banking system, through money laundering, through corrupt political financiers, through corrupt politicians. That's the word I was looking for. I was having a brain fart. But through corrupt politicians, through corrupt bankers. So for them to say, or them to keep spinning this narrative, when it's proven, like everyone knows this now, it's a total lie, it's a total BS. We all can see it, right? We all read the news articles, we all read the same reports. You can't hide it from us anymore. All right, it can't be like, okay, well, we're just going to believe what they say, right? We're going to believe all the words that's coming out of their mouths, okay? Their own reports coming from them, right? It's their own reports states that money laundering and criminal activities happen through the normal banking infrastructure and not through cryptocurrencies. So it's just a straight up lie right now. Either they're lying, or they're totally incompetent and don't know how to read their own reports. Either way, we can't trust them. Because if you're just, whoops, microphone dropped, I'm sorry about that. If they are lying, then they can't be trusted. And if they're incompetent, they still can't be trusted. Okay? Next. Again, coming from, this is from the Daily Hodl. All right, so speaking about corrupt banks again, Nigerian citizens are not banned from trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrency central bank. This is totally funny. The Central Bank of Nigeria has reportedly clarified that Nigerians can freely trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Of course they can, because you can't stop it. Just last month they tried to stop it. They tried to ban it. They had a big meeting with their Congress or with their Parliament or Senate or whatever the case is. And a senator came out and was like, yo, you can't stop this. All right. And the main reason is because his own son deals in cryptocurrency. So he's like, yo, you can't make it illegal because our children are using it. So you can't make it illegal, okay? But the CBN, which is the Central Bank of Nigeria, did not place restrictions on the use of cryptocurrencies, and we are not discouraging people from trading in it. We have just done what we have just done was to prohibit transactions on cryptocurrencies in the banking sector. So they're basically shooting themselves in the foot. They don't want their banks to deal with crypto companies or to deal in trade or hold cryptocurrencies. So they're basically shooting themselves in the foot, because as this technology proliferates and it becomes more dominant, if they aren't gonna be in the space, then they're just going to get left behind, and we don't need them to take a ride with us anyway. All right. So yeah, Nigeria isn't banning cryptos. And this is coming from Decrypt. Bitcoin rewards firm Lolli, which, by the way, I have a link to Lolli in the description below, raises $5 million from Serena Williams and her husband, Alexis Ohanian. All right. The web browser plugin rewards users with Bitcoin for shopping at partner retailers, and now eyes international expansion with the backing of celebrity investors. Again, great news. Congratulations to Lolli. I use Lolli. All right. I had to get some stuff for my son's birthday recently, and I used Lolli at the Nike website and got back Bitcoin rewards. I use it when I order stuff from Onnit. All right. That's Joe Rogan's company, right? Onnit, where you're able to buy exercise equipment. I get not a lot, but I got 2 kettlebells from them recently, and vitamins and supplements, and I got back Bitcoin rewards. Lolli is a great way for you if you're going to spend the money anyway, why not get the rewards back in Bitcoin? All right, you get a percentage back in Bitcoin. So I use Lolli, and I also use Fold. Both of those have links in the description, of course. So congratulations to Lolli again, and now they're going to be expanding it to internationally. So congratulations. And last but not least, more FUD is coming out about the use of Bitcoin and the energy argument. Okay, and I'm sorry, I'm getting tongue twisted here. But Satoshi Nakamoto's view on Bitcoin's energy consumption resurfaces, and it resurfaces because, again, more and more FUD is coming out about Bitcoin's energy usage. Okay, so let's get straight down to it. To Satoshi himself, or themselves, the quote directly from Satoshi: "The utility of the exchanges made possible by Bitcoin will far exceed the cost of the electricity used. Therefore, not having Bitcoin is a net waste." Therefore, not having Bitcoin is a net waste. So even back then, and this was back in 2010, a year after Bitcoin was released, like a year and 7 months after Bitcoin was released. Okay, so yeah, and this was on Bitcoin Talk Forum, and the reason why Satoshi wrote about it was because this person here, where is this person? Let me scroll down. Asks about the energy consumption. Grid icon asks about the energy consumption of Bitcoin, and Satoshi just replied to him. And Nakamoto's reason that Bitcoin issuance had to involve probably burning energy, as there was no other way to distribute units of digital value to the world fairly in a decentralized manner. That's why we have the proof of work system. All right. And then he went on to say, gold mining is a waste, but that wasted is far less than the utility of having gold available as a medium of exchange. I think the case will be the same for Bitcoin. It uses energy, but the utility of using Bitcoin, all right, day to day, it far outweighs, okay, the quote unquote wasted energy. And in any case, Nakamoto's response was enough to convince his 2010 critic, Grid Icon, who had originally raised the topic of wasted energy Bitcoin produced. And this is what Grid Icon said: "My thinking now is that Bitcoin does not, in fact, waste computational work at all. Instead, it works hard to deliver the most value possible from that computational work," Grid Icon responded. So let's discuss it in the comment section below. Again, about these articles that I went over today. And, we have the FUD articles coming out about Bitcoin and the energy usage. Well, we saw that Satoshi had a solution for that from back in 2010. We have Lolli raising money, $5 million from Serena Williams and Alexis Ohanian. I definitely butchered his last name. Nigeria can't ban Bitcoin and cryptos. The BIS is stupid. And Elon Musk now accepting, or Tesla now accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, and they're going to be keeping it. And the release of that news was not a coincidence. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. As always, smash the like, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos. And I'm out. Peace!